Hey, and welcome to my first video! My name is Meanston and I am an artist who happens to be legally blind. So, 3 years ago, I got my first drawing tablet and created this piece. This is literally the first digital drawing I've ever made, and I think it took me about 6 hours to create back then. I haven't been drawing much before because it took me quite some time to get used to my vision loss that happened in my teen years, and to find the confidence to get back into art. But that's a long story for another time, I guess. So I've already made a redrawing last year and I thought it would be the perfect time to do it once again. When I read the caption of the Instagram post from last year, I noticed 3 things that I wanted to get better at: facial expression, drawing hair, and color theory. So let's keep that in mind for now. So I wanted to give the character in this year's drawing a little bit more personality, because the other 2 don't have much of it at all. They are basically just front-on character headshots of people with pink hair. I've started to write down a few notes about how I wanted her personality to be like before I started sketching. I decided to call her Frankie, and she's a very outgoing, fun and cheerful character. I have some people from real life in mind, whose personalities combined together would make what I imagine Frankie to be like, I guess. She always has something funny to say, but she also always knows how to make someone feel good. So she tries her best not to be mean with her jokes at all. I wish I was more like that, to be honest. The line art was a bit of a challenge for me. I was quite nervous while drawing this because I filmed the screen and I knew that I might make a video out of it. That caused me to smash the undo button extremely often before I even managed to get a line that I was quite happy with. I also tried not to zoom in too much because I tend to get lost in the details you wouldn't even notice in the finished piece. Because of my eye condition, I don't even know how people would see my drawing and how clean it has to be, because I can never see the complete drawing at once. I literally draw with my nose at the screen so that I can even see what I'm doing. That means I don't really have an overview of everything that is going on at once in the drawing. But over the last 3 years of practice, I got used to that and I invented some little tricks and tweaks to cope with it. For the coloring part, I still don't really have a method that I'm happy with. I often end up giving myself much more work to do than needed. I also notice mistakes when it comes to the silhouette of the drawing after filling in the first flat wash of color. And then I tweak the line art again to make everything look cohesive. I've also tweaked a few things in this piece and forgot to record them, so there are a few cuts in between where some of the process is missing. I'm sorry for that. I feel like my coloring style and the line art don't work so well together. The shading is almost too rendered to have such dominant line art. But I'm also not experienced enough in painting to make it look good without the lines, I think. I just need more practice to make my line art either look more cartoony and stylized or more realistic, I guess. I feel like I would like it much more either way. I pretty much love cartoony art styles, but rendered out, realistic painterly styles look also pretty awesome to me. And I'm not sure which route I want to go next. But I'm still happy with my current stage. Art is all about practice and making mistakes to learn from. So I wanted to get better at drawing hair, and I think I did in comparison to last year. For the hair I started with the darkest value and worked my way up from dark to light. I think it helped me give the hair some dimension, but I also feel like I lost some of the dark values in between. Well, the line art indicates darker areas, but I still want to work on that in the future. I also had some trouble drawing the roots of the hair. I actually never practiced that before. I just wanted to indicate that her hair is colored and not naturally pink. Don't know if I did a good job with that. Oh, I just noticed that I gave her avocado earrings. I thought it would be funny and show her easygoing, joking personality a bit more. Here I add some blush to her skin. I'm not sure if natural blush actually looks like that because I can see it on other people's faces. So I kinda have to guess and take inspiration from how other artists do it. If you have any wisdom on blush to share with me, please leave a comment. I left the lighting and shading very soft, I just thought it looks better this way. I'm not sure if I lost some dimension because of this. I mean, if I put a layer on less than 40% opacity, I can barely see a difference anymore because of its low contrast. Here I added a weaker secondary light source that reflects some blue light on her to make the portrait look more interesting. The source could be a phone or something. I tried to remember the planes of the face as I added some blue light to it. I kept the background very simple because the first two drawings don't have any background at all, and I didn't want to get overboard. Also, I'm lazy. I just wanted to indicate that she is maybe sitting outside or in a very well lit room, maybe in front of a big window or something. Here I'm just adding some basic highlights. Nothing fancy. Have you ever made a redrawing of your own art? I really love to see the improvement and changes in style, especially from other artists. It is a nice way to see all of your hard work and the result of the studies you've made. It is always so interesting to look at other people's old art and see all the changes. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about the things I wanted to get better at. It was facial expression, hair and color. I think I did quite a good job with it. You can see the improvement. Or what do you think? For next year I want to get better at form and anatomy for sure. Looking at the drawing now, I can already see a couple things that need improvement. But I'm happy that I noticed them because that means I know what to do better next time. I also want to get better at drawing fabric and clothing. I haven't studied that a lot until now. I will also keep the old goals. There's always room for improvement there. Most of it all, I enjoy the process and getting lost in my work for hours. Okay. Okay, here's a side-to-side comparison of my Draw This Again challenge. What do you think of it? I'd appreciate some feedback on what I could do better regarding my art, but also regarding this video. Maybe I'll make another one. Okay, take care of yourself and remember to be kind to yourself and others. Bye!